Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and with the release of Season 3, some people always ask, what do you think of the Battle Pass? What do you think about the changes? What do you think about Mei still not being an S-tier hero? As soon as we give her a machine gun that shoots icicles, then I'll finally be happy with this game. But until that happens, we'll always be asking the question, is Overwatch 2 actually good? And with the release of Season 3, I think now we can finally answer that question. But before we do, I want you to comment down below what you think Overwatch 2 needs to finally be perfect, or at the very least be good, because you're gonna see in this video that Blizzard actually takes your feedback, that Blizzard actually takes what you think about the game into consideration compared to how it used to be in Overwatch 2, and you really see that in Season 3. You see, Season 3 is more than just a brand new battle pass, it's more than just a brand new map, it's really everything that Blizzard set out to try to do and improve upon around this time last year. But the first thing I did want to talk about is the actual battle pass, and I know a lot of people are gonna look at Season 3 and say, this is a terrible season. They totally forgot to add a brand new hero. Like, how can they have a new season of Battle Pass and not include a hero? And I just shake my head at that because I know that they're just kind of a casual Overwatch player. They don't keep up with the news. But in case you guys don't know, and I want this to be very clear, every odd season, there's going to be a brand new map, and every even season, there's going to be a brand new hero. The only reason why Season 1 had Kuriko and a brand new map, and why Season 2 had Ramatra and a brand new map, is because those were the exceptions. But moving forward, that's how it's always going to be. Plus, when you look at the brand new map, how can you even think about a brand new hero when there's literally penguins in a fishing minigame? But honestly, I love the new map Peninsula just because of little Easter eggs, but also because it's a control map, and that's my favorite game type. But it does kind of remind me of Oasis with the jumpy pad and the verticality and it being a control map, and I love Oasis, so I'm probably gonna like this map too, and I'm glad we finally got a control map, especially in a season where we didn't have a brand new hero. So yeah, when you compare Season 3 to the other battle passes, it is missing the new hero, and to make up for that, they are giving you an additional epic skin, but really that's not that great of a substitute because everything else, it's all still the same amount of weapon charms, victory poses, highlight intros, souvenirs. Like, it's the same amount of content. But what you do get now with Season 3 that makes Overwatch 2 even better in the free-to-play realm, which is still totally subjective, is the fact that you get 1,500 free credits in the free battle pass and 500 premium credits in the premium battle pass. And these credits could be used to buy any of the Overwatch 1 legacy skins, which is great value for any brand new Overwatch player that didn't get a chance to buy any of the skins in Overwatch 1. So overall, when it comes to the actual value of the battle pass, which I'm always sensitive when it comes to talking about this because I know some people can point the finger at me and be like, aha! So you are being paid by Blizzard to advertise the battle pass to me. No. I do not care if you buy the battle pass. In fact, it does not help me at all if you buy the battle pass. I always say, if you don't have the money for the battle pass, don't stress about getting it, but even if you do have the money and you're on the fence about it, still don't get it because you should be able to look at the battle pass and see the $10 value automatically just based on the skins alone. For me, that's Reaper, Junker Queen, Cassidy, Kuriko. So for me, spending $10, it's worth it because I'm getting like, what, $2, $3 skins for that $10 investment. Plus on top of that, all the other free cosmetics. So really, I didn't really want to take this time to talk about the Season 3 battle pass about the quality of skins because overall, that's all subjective. I really wanted to just focus on the improvements that they made not only to the battle pass, but also improvements to Overwatch as a whole, which the other thing that they really changed that I didn't really expect them to do was changes to the shop. Previously, all the legacy Overwatch skins were at 1,900 credits, and now they lowered it to 1,500 credits, along with epic skins being at 750 credits, which that's also a big improvement considering the fact that you now earn credits in the battle pass. So considering the fact that this was a critique from the Overwatch community and Blizzard heard us and actually made improvements based on our criticism, it's kind of a good sign that Overwatch, the team of Overwatch, is actually listening to the community finally after years and actually doing something that we have been asking them to do, in this case, lowering the price of skin. Now, one thing that I do want to bring up that maybe is just a glitch in my game, but maybe you guys are experiencing too, is the price of skins and also not being able to buy it with credits, because for someone like Zenyatta, his base legendary skins is 1,000 Overwatch 2 coins when it should be priced with Overwatch 1 credits, and plus on top of that, his Zenyatta skin is 1,900 Overwatch 2 coins when it's the same same exact skin as Raw, just a different color palette. Plus, on top of that, his brand new Overwatch 2 Takeyoki skin is 1,900 Overwatch 2 coins compared to his other event skins, which is 1,500. And it's not just like this for Zenyatta, it's also with other heroes that maybe I just misunderstood, or maybe it's just a glitch with my game. But I know I'm not crazy because you can buy Zenyatta's rare skins for 25 credits. So I don't know what's going on, but they do need to fix that or just figure out what they really meant by discounting skins. Is it all skins? Is it just Overwatch 1 Legacy skins? Or is it also Overwatch 2 shop skins? And that same amount of effort of listening to the community feeds into the next improvement that they've been making, which is game balancing. Now, truth be told, no one will ever point to Blizzard and be like, yes, they are doing a phenomenal job at balancing the game, because once their favorite heroes nerf, they're gonna go on Twitter and say, oh, Blizzard's a bunch of idiots. Why did they nerf heroes that didn't deserve a nerf? Because I've already seen it. But once again, this is just something that maybe is based on biasness and not really looking at the game as a whole. So when I'm referring to Blizzard's effort of game balancing, I'm not necessarily talking about the quality of the changes, even though that should be the #1 priority, truth be told, but I'm talking about just the actual effort of listening to the community and doing something about it. And the perfect example of this is Sojourn in Overwatch 2 versus Brigitte in the GOATS meta, where Sojourn was super broken for the first couple months. Us, the community, complained about it, and while it took a little bit of time, they eventually got to the point where Sojourn's no longer the must-pick hero. And when you look at the Overwatch 1 team's effort to try to balance Brigitte, you want to know what they did? They added roll queue to balance Brigitte. And while that might be a totally extreme example, it still just goes to show that the Overwatch 1 team really didn't take our criticism when it comes to balancing heroes very seriously, in a way to where they actually made change, or at least effective and quick changes compared to the Overwatch 2's team. Roadhog is another example where he completely ran Season 2 and then eventually they nerfed him. Maybe a little bit too hard, but again, we're not talking about the actual quality, we're just talking about them actually listening to the community and making changes. And if we haven't read in Blizzard's meat enough, they also took that same criticism to the event section. They gave us brand new events with the Greek God event and the Valentine's Day event. I mean, after 6 years of an obvious event, they finally are doing it in Overwatch 2 only after 4 months. Plus, on top of that, the Pachamachi event, while they already released the Roadhog Pachamachi skin, they are giving us a brand new limited time kill confirmed game mode. So they're taking the criticism that we had when it came to like the Lunar event of having no new game modes and making it so that veteran players can have something to play. But what I think is probably the biggest sign that Overwatch 2 is not only better but will continue to get better compared to Overwatch 1 is the collabs, the up and coming One Punch Man collab. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest One Punch Man fan, but what I will say is that I am a fan of Blizzard working outside of their company. You wanna know how many collabs they had in their 6 years of having Overwatch 1? 2 collabs. One was with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, which was an amazing collab, giving us the iconic Pink Mercy skin, but the other collab that they had was with themselves. They worked with the World of Warcraft team, Diablo team, StarCraft team, so really, they only had one collab, and even that, with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, that wasn't like a traditional collab that we come to expect with other video games like with Fall Guys and Fortnite. So while the One Punch Man collab on the surface is amazing, the underlining message that they have with the collab is what I'm really impressed by, because it's sending a message that they're changing their mentality when it comes to running this game. In Overwatch 1, the mentality was, we know all, we know best, everyone outside is stupid. But with Overwatch 2, they're going outside their bubble. They're taking feedback from the community. They're working with creators, going on a podcast, going on to streams, even showing us how they make maps, which they never did in Overwatch 1, and they're even working with companies outside of their Blizzard bubble. Overwatch 1, it really gave Nintendo vibes, because Nintendo does this all the time, where they never work with anybody. But I think the biggest embodiment of this improvement of Blizzard's mentality when it comes to running this game is just honestly with their blog posts, because you might have noticed that the underlining message in this video was that Blizzard's biggest improvement was communicating with the community. And you see that with the blog post, because in the past 2 months, only in the past 2 months, they had 10 blog posts. You want to know how many blog posts they had around this time last year? 2. And one of the blog posts even came today on February 9th, 2022. So really, they only had one blog post in the past 2 months this time last year. Again, it just goes to show the improvement of communicating, but also just running their game. Overwatch 2 is not perfect. There's still tons of improvements that they gotta make when it comes to hero balancing, matchmaking, even when it comes to cosmetic items and the pricing of that, but you cannot deny the improvements that they made is leagues better compared to the improvements that they made in Overwatch 1. So while it might have sounded like I was meat riding Blizzard and meat riding Overwatch 2, and it sounds like I'm shilling for this game, that's not really the point, even though it could come off as that, but I really want to give examples of how Overwatch 2 is finally good. Better battle pass, better shop, not perfect shop, but better shop, better hero balancing or efforts to hero balancing, more communication. This is all important stuff that Blizzard just ignored in Overwatch 1. And that's why I do think Overwatch 2 is finally good. There might just be recency biases because maybe your favorite hero got nerfed and you hate the game because of that. Or maybe because they haven't given your favorite hero enough skins, or whatever the case may be. But you cannot deny that Overwatch 2 is just so much better as terms of a ran game than Overwatch 1 ever was, especially in the past couple of years. But I want to know your guys' thoughts when it comes to Overwatch 2 and if you think it's finally good and what improvements you think that they should make. But anyway guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.